All
I
right.
think we got one more thing to cover here. The free agents that are still available coming into week one.
Okay. So, yeah, let's just talk about this real quick. So, obviously, as we mentioned earlier, the moment that the pads start hitting week one, players are going to start going down with injuries.
Right.
Because obviously through camp, you do not get adequately prepared to get your, ass rocked through an entire game of football. So, that being said, a lot of these guys are probably going to get picked up in the next couple weeks. Let's go through this list real quick. We have it up on the screen. We have Odell Beckham Jr., obviously coming off a torn ACL that he suffered in the Super Bowl. He's not quite ready yet. A lot of people are saying that, the Rams will probably sign him once he is fully healthy because there's been mutual interest on both sides. I certainly hope not. But, we'll see. He also could not be the same explosive player after coming back from a torn ACL. Odell's had, all kinds of different knee and, ankle injuries over the years. So he's been
old.
a pretty,
he's
been banged up. Absolutely. Yeah. You've got former Kansas City Chief, first overall pick, Eric Fisher, left tackle, who struggled last year with the Colts, had one of his worst seasons. But he remains an option if a team, is in need of offensive line help. I know that the Buccaneers have suffered a couple injuries, mainly at center. I think they lost their top two centers already through camp, and the season hasn't even started yet. So that's not awesome. So he remains available. You got Ndamukong Suh, formerly of the Buccaneers.
Wow, you got that name. You got that name real well, man. I looked up the name to have it ready and pronounce it, and you got that almost. Yeah. I think you pretty much got it perfectly.
Yeah, and Ndamukong Suh's been in the NFL for a long time, but I've been following his career real long. I
always have, every time I see it, I'm like, God damn it, I gotta
I struggle with Robert Kimdichie, but yeah, I've got Ndamukong Suh. And then we've got Will Fuller, former Houston Texan receiver. He's also been somebody dealing with injuries. Slot receiving expert Cole Beasley, another wide receiver, also available. Kind of surprised Buffalo didn't bring him back.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's one on this list I'm kind of shocked about.
I mean, they got Stephon Diggs and Gabriel Davis, that young man that caught 4 touchdowns in that game last year that really came on. And, so they've got other receivers, but I thought, you got to like his slot work. I mean, Cole Beasley's been doing it out of the slot for a long time for Dallas and then Buffalo. So, but he's out there. He's always somebody that could be pursued by a wide receiver needy team. Former Cleveland Brown and Pittsburgh Steeler corner Joe Hayden. Jason Pierre-Paul, another former Bucs defensive lineman. Might as well just cross Emmanuel Sanders off this list because we just reported that he retired. So Emmanuel Sanders is now no longer a free agent. As we mentioned, he last played with Buffalo last year. T.Y. Hilton, former Colt. Kind of surprised that he's still available. I know that he's had injury issues as well, but T.Y. Hilton was a multiple-time 1,000-yard receiver. So kind of surprised that nobody's brought him in on at least a minimum contract and at least giving him a chance. But I'm sure, I said, a lot of these guys, give it 3 or 4 weeks and you're going to see a lot of these guys getting calls like your Blake Martinez is, Landon Collins. Landon Collins is right here.
I was going to say, honestly, with Cam Curl's injury to his thumb, depending on how serious that is, I could see Commanders bringing Landon Collins back in. Maybe
if they could get him for the right price, I could absolutely see that.
Then I could, because they I know they want to stick with players that already kind of know the system and that they've worked with before. So if given that, I don't think Cam Curl's going to play week 1. I'm pretty sure I already had to have some kind of surgery on his thumb, but it looks optimistic. He will be playing soon, but it's not going to be week 1.
Right. He's going to miss probably the first couple weeks, just like Chase Young. Just like Chase Young will.
Yeah, let's hope that that's not too many weeks either. I forgot about that, but we'll talk more about that in the Commander segment.
Yeah, for sure. But let's see here. And there's Chris Harris on there, another cornerback, and
we got Sheldon Richardson, defensive tackle.
Okay, yeah, defensive tackle. former
And then
Cleveland
Antonio
Brown.
Brown at the bottom
Yeah.
there, which he's probably going to stay a free agent for the season most likely. But who knows? Anything can happen. It seemed like
Yeah,
the
I
Browns
mean,
might get stupid and decide to go sign him.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody gets real desperate, because that's the thing, Antonio Brown, it's
He is a decent receiver.
yeah,
Like,
I mean, he's got the potential to help you out if
Yeah.
you can, keep
If you can
him out.
keep his shirt on and
Yeah, the guy just gets in his own way.
just target him 10 times before halftime and you'll be fine. And as long as he gets 10 targets before halftime, he's a good player for you.
Exactly, and that's literally what was happening in that game. Like Tom just wasn't looking his way, and he just left. He just left mid game in one of the most bizarre situations. I remember looking up at the screen and just seeing him removing his shit and just walking off the field. I was like, "What in the fuck is happening here? I've never seen this happen in a game."